Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is Thursday, so happy Thursday. We're just going to get underway and jump in right away with a recap of the overall market. So I want to say thank you for tuning in and thank you for listening. Right now on your screen is the SPY S&P 500 daily chart dating back to 2017. Not much happened today in the market. We closed at 301.07, so we're slightly down to essentially flat on the day. The market has been flat, I want to say, the past 2 or 3 trading days. One of the good things, if you're looking for sort of that silver lining, is we've managed to remain above our breakout base of around 293 to 295. So that's good if you are a bull or looking to go long or are long the market. So the fact that it remains above 293 to 295, which is a resistance level now, support is a good thing. The fact that we're within we are right there. I want to say less than a percentage point. We're less than a percentage point from all-time highs. That also bodes well for the bulls. But today, very curious price action. We started sort of like in an uptrend. At some point during the day, the market started to pull back. You can see here, denoted by a decent amount of selling. Today's low clocked in at around $300.71. So we're not too far off of today's low. So heading into tomorrow, let's see what the market wants to do. Is it going to be flat or is it the start of a pullback? Remember, the last time the Feds cut rates, the SPY went on about a 4-week decline where it lost about 10%. So that 100% is in the back of my mind. Will we continue to trend up, make new all-time highs, or will history repeat itself or rhyme, and will we pull back about 10%? Time will tell. Right now, I'm very surprised that the market is not trending up a little bit more. Again, we closed essentially flat on the day. Last 2 days, we have been flat. So let's see what the market wants to do tomorrow and heading into next week. What else? All right, and then we have the IWM daily chart dating back to October of 2018, so about a year worth of data. We closed at 155.73. We're slightly flat to off on the day, about 0.5%. And yeah, it seems as though history is repeating itself once again. We got close to that resistance level of 160. I think a few days ago we went as high as around 159, and then the pullback started for the past 4 or 5 trading days. You can see every time for the past year, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, every time for the past year, every time we get to this blue line here, resistance of around 160, the market says no way, no go. I don't want to penetrate that level. I just want to pull back. So that has been the theme. Actually, it's been the theme for the past 2 years. We get to that 160 level and then we pull back. We get to that 160 level and we pull back. For me, I thought, well, look, this time around, time number 7 definitely has to be the trick, right? We've tried so many times. We're definitely going to get above that 160 this time around. And what happened? We tried for the 7th time, and it's a no-go so far. So we closed at 155.73. The low of the day clocked in at 155.07. So closed relatively close to today's low. So heading into tomorrow, Friday, is going to be rather interesting. I suspect that the markets will pull back, but let's see. Yes, we remain short the SPY. What else? And then we have ticker EROS daily chart. Let's just focus in on price action starting around June of 2019. The stock is up close to or north of 40% on, I believe, a partnership with Microsoft to create an online video game platform, something to the sorts. Anyway, today we went as high as 392 before pulling back to close at 351. So definitely a decent and bullish setup in the making on above average volume. You can see buyers stepping in here. I should note that the stock is actually off a little in after hours. It's off about 3% or so in after hours. Anyway, heading into tomorrow, if you're looking to get into this name, yes, there is a gap here to be filled at around $7.23. So still a huge potential of upside, almost 100% potential upside. What you want to pay attention to, obviously, is how the stock opens up. If we open up above 351, that is going to be a great and telltale sign. Remember, close and open, very, very important when it comes to the stock market. And obviously, if we can take out today's high of 392, for me, that is a good sign that this stock is on its way to fill that gap of around 723. But first things first, definitely let's pay attention to how the stock opens up tomorrow. We need the same amount of volume or a decent amount of volume, above average volume at minimum, and we want to see the stock actually open up above 351. What else? All right, so let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker NSPR daily chart. It's off about 30% on the day. I see a quote here of $2.60. The low clocked in at 244, so we close relatively close to today's low. So obviously heading into tomorrow, similar to ticker EROS, you want to pay attention to how the stock opens up. If we open up below 260, more than likely we will take out 244. And if we do that, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point in the shorter term, we will revisit this support line here of around $1.90. So for me, I'd like to stay away from stocks that are trading close to or at all-time lows, right? So for ticker NSPR, I would stay away from the stock. Again, it's off about 30% in a day, close relatively close to today's low and not too far off of all-time lows. So on so many metrics, it is not a good stock to hold or a good stock to go long. You might be asking yourself, well, will I get a dead cat bounce with this particular stock? And there's always the potential and possibility to get a dead cat bounce, essentially that 5 to 10% bounce when a stock is off so much in one day. A telltale sign as to whether or not you're going to get that tomorrow or next week. Obviously, you want to pay attention to, in particular tomorrow, how the stock opens up. Again, if it opens up above 260, that is a good sign. If it opens up below, again, if it opens up below 260, watch out. I can see more selling. All right, so that's my take on ticker NSPR. You might want to try it for long if we open up above 260, but for me, it's a no-go. And that's kind of it. Tina here, once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in this comment section. What did you think about my analysis today? That's the first thing. Secondly, I do videos no matter what, Monday through Friday. If the stock market is open, you can expect a video from me. So if you do not want to miss that, then make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And lastly, my friend, I've been trading for well over 15 years. That's a long time. So if you think you can learn anything from me, then definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening. And as always, thank you for listening. I'll talk to you tomorrow.